Well, before beginning, I need to say that this video was actually being planned to be released after this year's E3. Well, as you can see, I'm a bit late to the party, but even though it was intended for other times, I believe the information I'll present here is still really valid. Actually, even more so now that we had this recent news about the PS5. Anyways, you'll understand it better in the actual video, so let's get to it. So like I said, I began planning this video back in this year's E3. And you may be asking yourself why, because we had nothing from Bethesda Game Studios there, except for some Fallout 76 stuff. We had nothing about Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6 or anything like that. But as odd as that may sound, the actual interesting stuff from E3 does not come from Bethesda's conference, but from Microsoft's conference. There, they confirmed that they are working on a new console for the next generation of consoles, which undergoes by the working title of Project Scarlet. So yeah, they confirmed that this new console is a completely next generation thing, not a current generation upgrade like Xbox One X was. And also back in June, we already had some very solid rumors that indicated that PS5, the next PlayStation console, would be released in 2020, this is next year. And now, by the time I'm recording this video, we just had that confirmation. Sony confirmed that the PlayStation 5 will be releasing next year on the same time period as Project Scarlet, this is holiday 2020. So save that information. We'll get back to Bethesda and Starfield for now and come back to the consoles later. So it is confirmed that Starfield is Bethesda's next game.
This is what we're doing. This is the order, so people know, hey, we're doing Starfield. We're in the early stages of Elder Scrolls 6, and that will be after Starfield.
It's clear from videos and other sources that Elder Scrolls 6 is still in a very early stage in development, whereas Starfield is confirmed by Todd Howard himself to be in a very much playable state.
Well, okay, so you're able to play Starfield now.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's a good way to say it. Starfield is playable.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, not in that way yet.
And by looking at the dates of how Bethesda works, this is how much time they actually take to do stuff, we can infer that this game's development is in a very advanced stage, if not somewhere near its completion.
Well, first of all, it's a project we've already worked on for, what year is this?
2019.
Okay, so we're 3.5 years in.
Yeah.
You know, we started before that, so it's...
Now, you might be thinking about Fallout 76 and how they had to handle that game, but look, Bethesda expanded severely over these last years, and though the Maryland studio worked quite a lot on the game, they left a huge part of the work for Bethesda Austin, especially the online stuff. That might mean the Maryland guys could, at some point, shift their focus from 76 a little and continue working on Starfield. We should also consider that those other studios might have given some help on Starfield's development as well. Actually, based on some Todd Howard interviews, I'm pretty sure they did.
It will
but
be
again,
done here by
the
you.
kind of things that we're talking about are going to take a lot of people.
Yeah.
Every BGS studio will probably be involved
Yeah.
in that game. And even Starfield right now, it's not really in Austin, but in Dallas and in Montreal, there's staff on Starfield as well.
In short, Bethesda had, since Fallout 4, the time and resources needed to build another full-flagged RPG game. And now remember the consoles from the beginning of the video, what I think this all means is that Starfield will be releasing next year alongside the next generation of consoles. It'll be releasing alongside next Xbox, Project Scarlet, whatever that might be named, and PlayStation 5, as a standard for the next generation RPG adventure experiences, much like what Morrowind and Oblivion were in their times. Well, to Howard even said so that Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 were next-gen experiences, even going up to say that the technology they needed to build Elder Scrolls 6 was only now getting closer to be here. And no, I don't believe all of that were just Todd's sweet little lies. No, I believe that's actually real, and that those games will be releasing on the next generation of consoles. Well, I might be wrong, and those games might actually be releasing only after the consoles are released, so like a year or so after in 2021. But considering the heavy partnership that Bethesda and Microsoft had over the years, just recall the whole Oblivion announcement thing on the Xbox 360, I believe that they might be working quote-unquote together to release Xbox Scarlet and Starfield on the same year, so this way RPG fans have a next-gen game for their next-gen console. Like I said, just like happened with Oblivion and Xbox 360 back in 2006. And that's it, that's what I have for today. We'll see for sure if the series is right or wrong at next year's E3, where most certainly the next gen consoles will be presented to us. Don't think it will be any time before that. And we might also see something about the games on this year's Game Awards, but I think that's highly unlikely. And that's it, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, goodbye.